today was a disappointing day.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Stadium, Baton Rouge. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Hurricanes head coach told me before the game, he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Tigers kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Running inside, it's Fletcher. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They reached a national championship game last year, couldn't quite get the job done. What challenges do you see them running into this year beyond the schedule?
And that motivated them all offseason. To be runner-ups, to watch somebody else celebrate and hold the trophy. You were so close, Jesse. New additions, new faces, but this squad is hungry.
That's the key. This coaching staff really took a deep dive into their roster, and they isolated the positions that they felt they needed to get better at, and they addressed that in high school recruiting and the portal. I'm expecting big things from them this year.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Bears the pressure. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Running right, it's Durham. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He'll try it again. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Levin. Rushes on him. Got his man to the left. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, that's a nice job on 3rd down there. They come into this game as the underdog, obviously, but you got to love the way they've started this one, David. Defense gets a takeaway on the opening possession. Now your first 3rd down offensively, you're able to move the sticks. Really seems like this team is focused and dialed in.
And something good happening early in this football game gives you the momentum. As the underdog, you want to see those good plays early, right? To believe that everybody on the sideline now knows they got some juice, things going the right way. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going on offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Here's Mensah to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's going to take off. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Oh, he makes the catch. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensah was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensah comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
They have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darren Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up for the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Mensah. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Canes want to crank the tempo. Darren Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. From the red zone, it's Fletcher. Able to get one down to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd down, red zone play. Crowd alive. Here's Darren Mensah to throw. Slips away. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They'll try to get it in with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They want to run this quarterback. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've converted on 4th down once, but here's the big one. 4th and goal. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start on the ground with Durham. A solid run there to create a... Space, he's marked down at the 15.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The give to Caden Durham. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line, pick up a 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Berry. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Dropping back, it's Levitt. Looking for a deep man. Got it down the field. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Mensah finds his man. It's Vaughn. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
DB's right up on the receivers. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front seven. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
And he could not get loose on the run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
It's complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go right back to him. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. He now has 62 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Running inside, it's Berry. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Levitt. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The run inside. It's Durham. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something.
Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Around the corner, it's Berry. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Mensah to throw. Makes the grab. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
It's complete on the right side. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make...
Trying to take it back. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off.
Oh, it's blocked. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Sooners keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Let's now take a look at top 25 action.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
To throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. He's got it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And the Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield.
Might have a chance. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Throwing, Mensah. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got his man on the right. Gets away from one, finds room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
and have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet yelling.
There he goes. The 20. All the way. Touchdown LSU. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. I'm going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So a dynamite play there. 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Pressure coming. Working the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. In the red area, it's Durham. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Power ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And to open the 4th quarter, they'll start with a field goal attempt. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Finds a man in the middle, and they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Snap it to the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Bring in the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On the move. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end and coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they...
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. He has 89 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Picks up the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and they're running back. I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Levitt. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Mensah. That's caught. It's Fletcher. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Throws to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Canes with the 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. Still looking for a man. Gonna try to get it himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throw.
Picked off to stop the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Running inside, it's Gage. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll take it on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. On target. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we have ourselves a 13-point game. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.